Welcome to World Decoder. Today we explore the Don radar, an immense truncated pyramid serving as the heart of Moscow's defense. While the Voronezh network acts as watchful eyes across the territory, the Don radar operates as the brilliant brain commanding missile interception. Rising from the quiet suburban landscape, this monumental concrete structure stands as one of the most intriguing military engineering marvels ever. It is far more than a simple early warning radar. It functions as the central fire command for the defense system. The greatest challenge in modern missile defense is not merely detecting incoming threats, but accurately classifying and identifying every single object. During a real attack, adversaries deploy numerous fake warheads, metallic decoys, and radar-reflecting debris to confuse and overwhelm defensive tracking systems. The Dawn installation was specifically designed to solve this incredibly complex mathematical puzzle and protect millions of lives from nuclear devastation. Utilizing massive electromagnetic power and the integrated Elbrus central supercomputer, it processes vast amounts of complex atmospheric data in absolute milliseconds. The system possesses the astonishing capability to analyze individual radar signatures with centimeter precision, at distances spanning thousands of miles away. This brilliant artificial intelligence can instantly distinguish a genuine incoming nuclear warhead from lightweight metallic balloons or harmless pieces of space junk. Once the authentic target is successfully classified, the radar transitions immediately into its highly critical secondary role of extreme precision interception. It performs the incredibly demanding function of guiding defensive interceptor missiles directly toward the incoming threat with absolutely flawless mathematical accuracy. In those terrifying final seconds, the central station transmits continuous trajectory updates directly to the fast-moving interceptor flying through the sky. These rapid data links allow the interceptor to execute a kinetic impact maneuver, physically smashing the enemy warhead before it detonates. The advanced digital signal processing technology embedded within the Dawn radar was widely considered to be decades ahead of its time. This sophisticated engineering ensures the massive radar maintains exceptionally stable operations through severe blizzards, heavy thunderstorms, and highly complex electromagnetic environments. Even after serving reliably for several decades, this monolithic pyramid continues to stand as an unbreakable shield defending the Russian capital. Continuous modernization efforts have recently upgraded its internal architecture with brand new microprocessors, significantly boosting its computational speed and tracking capabilities. It perfectly demonstrates how combining incredibly durable hardware architecture with highly advanced software algorithms creates an impenetrable defensive shield for nations. Ultimately, this facility stands as a brilliant example of applied mathematics and physics working together to ensure absolute national security stability. The unique geometric design of the truncated pyramid is not merely aesthetic, it serves a highly specific and critical functional purpose. Each of the four massive sloping sides contains highly sensitive phased array radar panels, providing complete 300-degree coverage continuously. Standing over 100 feet tall, the concrete walls are heavily reinforced to withstand the devastating shockwaves of nearby nuclear blasts. Deep beneath the surface, a sprawling network of underground tunnels connects the main radar facility to secure power generation and cooling. Generating millions of watts of radio frequency energy requires an industrial-scale cooling system to prevent the sensitive electronics from completely melting. Massive water pipes pump thousands of gallons per minute through the facility, carrying away the immense heat generated by the transmitters. Inside the control rooms, highly trained military technicians monitor thousands of glowing screens, watching the skies for any sign of danger. These operators work in continuous shifts, ensuring that the defensive shield remains fully active and vigilant every single second of the day. The electromagnetic waves emitted by the array are so incredibly powerful that civilian flights are strictly forbidden from entering the airspace. Birds flying too close to the active transmitter panels can be instantly neutralized by the intense invisible energy radiating outward continuously. Unlike traditional rotating dish radars, this active electronically scanned array steers its powerful beams using complex phase shifting of electromagnetic signals. This advanced electronic steering allows the system to instantly shift its focus from one horizon to another in mere fractions of seconds. It can track dozens of fast-moving targets simultaneously, while continuously scanning the remaining sky for new incoming threats from the atmosphere. The radar pulses travel through the frozen Russian air, reaching out toward the very edge of space to illuminate ballistic missiles. When a pulse strikes an object, a tiny fraction of that energy reflects backward, returning to the highly sensitive receiver arrays. These incredibly faint returning echoes contain vital mathematical information about the size, shape, speed, and trajectory of the distant flying object. The sheer volume of raw data collected every millisecond is absolutely staggering, requiring unprecedented computational power to process and understand properly. Without a supercomputer, this overwhelming flood of raw electronic information would simply be meaningless noise on a glowing green radar screen. Intercontinental ballistic missiles represent the pinnacle of destructive human engineering, traveling at terrifying hypersonic speeds through the dark vacuum of space. Re-entering the Earth's atmosphere, these weapons glow with intense friction heat, plunging toward their designated targets at unimaginable velocities and angles. Stopping such a formidable weapon requires reacting within an extremely narrow window of time, often just a few highly stressful minutes. The defensive system must calculate the exact interception point in three-dimensional space, while both objects are traveling at thousands of miles. It is frequently compared to shooting a speeding bullet with another speeding bullet while blindfolded in the middle of a dark hurricane. However, the Dawn radar makes this seemingly impossible kinetic feat a reality through its unmatched precision and relentless automated mathematical targeting algorithms. Every single variable, from atmospheric density to the Earth's rotation, is carefully factored into the complex firing solution by the central computer. The system leaves absolutely no room for human error, as the consequences of a single missed target would be completely catastrophic, always. But speed and trajectory are not the only obstacles. Modern attackers utilize brilliant deception tactics to ensure their deadly payloads survive. A single incoming missile might release dozens of lightweight metallic balloons designed to look exactly like heavy nuclear warheads on radar screens. Clouds of reflective chaff are dispersed into the upper atmosphere, creating massive radar blind spots that conceal the true approaching danger completely. To a standard early warning system, this chaotic cloud of debris and decoys appears as hundreds of equally dangerous lethal threats flying. Firing interceptors at every single blip would rapidly deplete the defensive arsenal, leaving the city entirely defenseless against the real incoming warheads. This is exactly where the sophisticated discrimination capabilities of the Dawn become the most critical component of the entire defense network architecture. By carefully analyzing minute frequency shifts and exact radar cross-sections, the system can determine the mass and density of each object. A lightweight balloon will decelerate much faster than a heavy, dense nuclear warhead when it finally encounters the Earth's thick upper atmosphere. The radar observes these subtle changes in velocity with microscopic precision, instantly flagging the slow-moving objects as completely harmless enemy decoys. The true magic behind this rapid decision-making process lies deep within the silicon architecture of the legendary Elbrus supercomputing central system. Designed specifically for high-speed military applications, this unique processor architecture handles complex floating-point calculations faster than any standard commercial computer. It continuously filters out the false echoes, ensuring that the tracking screens only display the genuine threats that require immediate kinetic destruction. The software algorithms were written by some of the brightest mathematical minds, optimized to run flawlessly without ever crashing or freezing unexpectedly. In the intense environment of strategic missile defense, a sudden software glitch or system reboot could literally mean total global destruction instantly. Therefore, the entire computing infrastructure features multiple layers of physical redundancy, ensuring continuous operation even if several internal hardware components fail completely. Once the primary target is positively identified, the system automatically calculates the optimal launch trajectory for the defensive interceptor missile rockets immediately. Hidden in reinforced underground silos scattered around the city, these incredibly fast rockets wait silently for the final automated launch command sequence. Massive silo doors blast open, and the interceptor erupts from the ground on a blinding pillar of intensely hot rocket exhaust flames. Accelerating to hypersonic speeds within mere seconds, the missile tears through the atmosphere, guided entirely by the complex data from the radar. The Dawn radar never takes its electronic eyes off the interceptor or the incoming threat, constantly refining the calculated impact point perfectly. Secure radio links transmit encrypted steering commands to the flying missile, adjusting its course to compensate for unpredictable atmospheric wind currents continuously. The closing speed between the two objects is absolutely terrifying, approaching several miles per second as they hurtle toward each other rapidly. In a spectacular display of kinetic energy, the interceptor physically collides with the enemy warhead, vaporizing both objects instantly in outer space. The successful kinetic maneuver completely neutralizes the nuclear material, preventing a catastrophic detonation and saving the sprawling metropolis far below it entirely. This incredible sequence of detection, classification, and destruction happens entirely automatically, moving far faster than human operators could ever possibly react manually. Beyond physical decoys, the system must also fiercely battle against advanced electronic warfare tactics, designed to blind or confuse the sensitive receivers. Enemy jamming aircraft broadcast powerful bursts of white noise, attempting to drown out the faint returning echoes from the actual incoming missiles. The Dawn utilizes sophisticated frequency hopping algorithms, constantly changing its transmission channels to slice cleanly through heavy layers of electronic interference effectively. Its digital signal processing capabilities are so incredibly robust that it can isolate the true target signature despite massive background noise layers. This unyielding resilience ensures that the defensive shield remains fully operational, even during the most chaotic and complex electronic warfare scenarios imaginable. Built during the tense days of the Cold War, one might assume this aging structure has become completely obsolete by now entirely. However, the Russian military has continuously invested heavily in modernizing the internal components of this vital strategic national defense radar facility completely. The original analog systems and bulky early computers have been entirely replaced with modern digital microprocessors and advanced solid-state memory drives. These critical upgrades have drastically reduced the overall power consumption, while exponentially increasing the computational tracking speed of the entire network architecture. The new hardware allows the radar to track much smaller objects, including modern stealth missiles and advanced hypersonic glide strike vehicles easily. Maintenance crews work tirelessly around the clock, replacing degraded cables and testing backup generators to ensure maximum reliability during any crisis situations. The exterior concrete shell has also been heavily reinforced, protecting the sensitive internal antennas from extreme weather and potential sabotage attempts completely. This seamless blend of indestructible legacy architecture and cutting-edge modern electronics creates a truly unique and highly effective military defense asset. Worldwide, very few nations possess the immense technological capability and financial resources required to construct and maintain such colossal defensive array structures. The Dawn radar stands as a towering testament to the incredible achievements of Soviet and Russian engineering in the realm of physics. It represents a fascinating era when the threat of total nuclear annihilation drove scientific innovation to absolutely unprecedented and astonishing heights globally. Today, it continues to serve as an undeniable deterrent, silently reminding potential adversaries that the capital city remains heavily guarded, always, perfectly. The very existence of this massive pyramid alters the strategic calculus of global superpowers, maintaining a delicate balance of nuclear peace continuously. As we look toward the future, the role of ground-based strategic radars remains absolutely essential despite the rapid advancement of satellites. Satellites can easily detect the bright thermal bloom of a rocket launch, but only massive ground radars can provide precise tracking coordinates. The Dawn provides the critical high-resolution targeting data that orbital sensors simply cannot match from thousands of miles above Earth perfectly. It is the ultimate guardian of the sky, a brilliant electronic eye that never sleeps, never blinks, and never loses focus completely. The complex mathematics and physics applied within these concrete walls will continue to protect generations from the terrifying threat of missiles forever. We have just witnessed the incredible engineering behind one of the most powerful and secretive military installations ever built by mankind. Completely. The Dawn radar remains an absolute marvel of modern technology, blending immense physical scale with microscopic digital precision perfectly every single day. Thank you for watching World Decoder. Please subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating world of military technology and engineering, always.